Morning students, today we are going to start the topic merits of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship business having many advantages and few disadvantages too. So what are its advantages or merits that we are going to study in detail? First is easy formation. Easy formation, as we all know that there are no legal formalities for starting any sole proprietorship business. It can be formed easily without any legal formalities. Even with a small amount, a person can start a small sole trader business. If having sufficient funds, he may go for big business firms. So, but only license is required in only few types of business, like opening a wine shop or opening a medical or chemist shop. Otherwise, a sole trade business can be started easily without any restriction of law. Second, motivation to work, because here the profit is the reward of businessman. As much as hard work is done by any of the sole trader, that much profit is earned by. So there is a direct connection of work and profit, means reward and hard work. So it motivates the person to go for the business and to work the business in a better way. Third, quick decision. A sole trader is fully free to take all the decision of any business. He has not to take permission of anyone. Authority and responsibility both are in his hands. So he may take the decision quickly. In partnership business, there are more than two partners, two or more than two persons are working together, so they have to consult each other for taking any of the business decisions. But here, since he is the only owner of the business, he alone manages finances and controls the business, so he may take the business decisions quickly. Fourth, independent control. Independent control. The sole trader is the whole soul of the business. He is all in all of it, the business. He has to control everything by himself. So he has independent control over the business. And nobody can interfere to his work. He exercises control over the all functions of the business. Authority and responsibility both are with the same person. Fifth is secrecy of affairs. A sole trader is not supposed to publish his accounts, so he can maintain the secrecy of the business, and this secrecy of the business brings a kind of competitive strength in the businessman. He is the only owner of the business. He has not to share any of the secret things of the business. So there is secrecy which can be maintained easily in the sole trader business. Apart from these five, there are many more The merits of sole trader business, which is personal touch. A sole trader is in directly contact of any of the customers, so he has a better contact with the customers. He can deal the customers in a better way, or he can build a healthy relationship with the employees and customers. Flexibility of operations. A sole trader business is usually small in size and simple in structure, so it can be adjusted easily whenever and wherever necessary. But if he has some work for which he wants to close the business for few days, 4, 5 days, 7 days, no problem, he can go. If he has to open the shop early in the morning at 5 o'clock, he has not to take the permission from anybody, and he can do the business accordingly. There is a flexibility in the operations of any of the business. Apart from this is very economical business. Minimum government regulations are there. It can be dissolved easily. He has not to take permission. Only by paying off all the liabilities he can shut down the business. And social utility also, because there are many persons who do not want to work under others. So honorable living and independent living, and for this people can go for sole trader business. It brings a social utility, a sense of social utility in the person. Now, next is demerits of a sole trader business. As we all know, there are two faces of every coin. So if there is any merit of sole trade business, there can be some demerits also. What are these demerits that we are going to discuss here? Demerits of sole trader business. First is limited capital resources. Because the financial resources of a sole trader are limited, he has limited funds and his borrowing capacity is also very low. His capacity of borrowing from others is also low. So a sole trade business has always limited capital resources. He cannot expand the business as much as he wants. He has to limit his business due to limited capital resources. Second is limited managerial ability. One person cannot be perfect in all the fields. So he has only limited managerial ability. He can be smart in one, but he cannot be smart in all. He can be jack of all the fields, but can be the master of one only. So he has limited managerial ability. Unlimited liability is one of the demerits of sole proprietorship business. Unlimited liability here means that the sole proprietor is personally liable for all the losses of the business, and fear of this loss of personal property due to failure of business makes the proprietor very cautious and conservative. As a result, business may fail to grow and keep pace with new developments in its particular fields. Risk is always unlimited in this business. So there is unlimited liability and uncertain life, because one person is running the business. In case of his insolvency, in case of his illness, and or in case of his death, the business will be closed or shut down. Limited scope for expansion, because there is limited managerial ability. One person cannot manage a big business. So a sole trader business is good for small business. So here this topic ends. In our next lecture, we will be discussing about the other forms of businesses, which is partnership and joint stock company. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.